Ladies and gentlemen, these next two people to take the stage, I'm always very pleased when they're here. They're two of my absolute favorite people in the world, Mr. Gil McKinney and Mr. Osric Chau! It almost makes it worse.
Does it?
There's something so creepy about it.
Well, we weren't wearing this for autos, but we thought we'd be safer on stage.
Yeah.
With gloves on.
That's so weird.
Hey, at least they're not moist.
That's good point, Gil.
Like all those other times.
Well,
they're not wearing them for the reason you think they are.
Hey, how about that Chris Goche? Rob.
You're just rubbing it in right now.
It's Goche, right?
I don't know what it is anymore.
It sounded like Rob goes, hey, everybody, that's Mr. Goche!
I know.
We had a long discussion about how to pronounce his
I know,
last
I thought it was Gautier. He told me it's Goche, but he says Gautier is okay, and now I say it's Gautier! Yay! Anyway,
poor Chris.
Good to see you, Rob.
Good to see you all.
Look at this crowd. It's a big Vegas crowd.
Wow.
On a Thursday, no less. Osric?
It's Thursday, yep. Confirmed.
Someone told Osric backstage that he looks like an assassin.
With these gloves on.
With the gloves on.
Yeah, I mean, if I were killing people, I would probably consider something like this, actually.
It's a good idea.
It's kind of Dexter-like, no, but he's got the long sleeves.
Yeah.
So I could avoid my arm hairs falling off.
Is that a problem?
Well, you know, if your arm, that's DNA. You don't want to leave.
You have arm hair?
I got like 7.
It's very light. you have more on your elbow.
Ah.
That's kind of weird.
That's interesting.
Okay. What happened here?
I think basketball, 4th grade. No.
Jared's face.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Be a much uglier scar.
You got a few, huh?
I got a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use my elbows a lot. Yeah, look at that. Jeez.
You're a physical guy.
Apparently.
So what's up, guys? The first panel I ever did was with Osric.
Yeah.
And we were like, why are we together? And we're still like, why are we together? I don't know.
The first panel I ever did dressed as Little Mermaid was also with you.
Yeah.
Did you do more than one?
No, just the one.
Where was that?
That was in
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's right.
It's fitting. Yeah, that was fun for you.
The look on your face just like, who made it? I wish someone had recorded it, but
we've had some good moments over the years.
We have.
I'm kind of like, is this thing still going? I mean, how cool is this? I've been off the grid a little bit. I haven't been as plugged in as I have been in the past, or as I would have liked to be.
It's harder to stalk you.
It's harder to stalk me.
Yeah.
Apparently you're not having that hard of a time.
Still possible, but hard.
It's still possible, but it's harder. How are you?
Good, how are you doing? I was there when you guys first got...
You were there in D.C., huh?
D.C.?
Very cool.
Wow. We did push-ups. Remember that?
Was it at our first one we did push-ups?
That was the idea for some reason.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Now we're old and tired.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it, because I know you're going to beat me, and I'm just kind of like, I got kids. I got a kid and one on the way, so I'm like, I was kind of, yeah, thanks. Not that I'm giving up on life, or doing push-ups, but sometimes it's like, what's the point? You know? I'll be honest, I love coming to these things because I love getting to see these guys and see you, and it's always a good time. But the thing I look forward to the most now that I'm a father is getting to sleep. It's like precious. You other parents, you know what I'm talking about. Like the driver picked me up at the airport last night, and he was all fired up. He's like, yeah, welcome to Vegas. What are we getting into tonight? I'm like, this guy's energy is a little too I was like, first of all, it's not my first time here. I was like, really? I just want you to take me to the hotel. He's like, all right, we can do that. I'll take you to the hotel. And I'm like, then I've got a really exciting plan. He's like, all right, tell me about it. What's going to happen? I was like, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to call my wife. I'm going to talk to my daughter. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to order room service. I'm going to watch. I didn't know what I was going to watch. I watched Forensic Files. And fell asleep at like 9:30. My driver was like so disappointed in me. He's like, it's like, that's weird. Not usually what he gets upon people entering his city.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I went to
sleep.
bed early too.
You did? But
Yeah. I don't.
Did you?
I did. I went to bed before 11, which is unheard of.
What time did you get up?
Like 7. I know, weird.
That's weird for you.
It's very weird for me.
Because this guy, like, doesn't really sleep.
Yeah.
Or he'll sleep at really weird.
Depends on what I need to do, but
Yeah.
I've averaged like 4 or 5 hours for a while.
Yeah, I can't function, especially
It's
not
tough.
with a kid. It's
Yeah,
like-
with the kid. I don't have a kid, so I don't
I guess that's what I've been averaging lately, though.
Yeah, we're the same.
Trying to do the whole 3-year-old sleep training thing. That's not going well. I was like, my wife was like, you need to do some research on how to keep our daughter in her bed. I was like, okay, I'll do some research. And then I read about something called like the 100 walks or 1,000 walks or something. I was like, this isn't gonna work. It's basically like if your kid comes into your bed at night, you have to get out of bed and walk them back to their bed 100 times. I haven't done it once.
Gil, how many kids' books did you read in anticipation of a kid?
Wait, what?
Like children books, like how to raise children.
Before having a kid?
Yeah, and during.
how-to books.
Yeah, how-to books. Have you read a lot of those?
No. I'm going on like pure instinct.
Yeah.
Which kind of drives my wife nuts because she read a lot of those books. And I'm not saying it's her role at all. It's not really my thing.
Do you feel like you're better at it than her? Is that what you're saying?
At being a parent?
Yeah, because it's instinct.
I mean, like, I get that. I'll pick up like, if she's gonna read it, cool. Just tell me, like, give me the bullet points. Give me, like, the Cliff's Notes, all right? There's no reason for both of us to read it. I'll find my way. And so far, it's gone pretty well, I think. But the whole sleep thing has been tough. Because she comes in the middle of the night and, like, crawls in bed, and half the time I don't even realize that she's done it. And the other times I'm just like, come here, let's just snuggle. You know, it's like, I don't want to get out of bed. So, anyway, I'm going to bore you guys about kids and stuff. We're in Vegas. I'm just happy to be here without my kid.
That's amazing. Should we open up to questions? Maybe?
Should we?
Yeah, but only questions about Gil's kid. Let's start on this side. Hi there.
Hi, this question's mainly for you, Osric. So you've been, so you've done some really cool parodies with Hillywood, and so I was wondering what it's like filming those compared to filming episodes for TV like Supernatural.
Oh, wait, Gil, you worked on the Hillywood.
Nope, wasn't me. No, it wasn't me.
Just the first one though.
Nope.
You did a dance.
Nope, wasn't me.
I just have a very vivid image of Gil dancing perpetually in my mind. No? Are you sure? Yeah, you were in it. Nice try. Okay, Gil was in it.
That was really fun when my brother and my cousins from Texas got a hold of that video. They were like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Okay.
I was like, man, you guys just don't get it.
Come on, you're proud of it.
It was fun. We had a good time.
We had a good time.
I am proud of it. But
right.
but looking back, it's Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. Yeah, I mean, it's not something I get excited to see.
It's a good song. Taylor Swift is
fun
music.
song. Look, I've done a lot of stuff on the stage I'm not proud of. Okay. Can we all agree?
That you've done stuff
You
that
guys
you're
have
not proud
seen
of?
me do things that made you shake your head.
We shook
You
it
just
off.
gotta shake it off. Not right on that. Okay, to answer your question, It's it's similar and not similar at the same time. It's a much smaller group of people, and Haley, Hannah, and like everyone, they do like 10 different jobs at the same time. So you kind of have everything that you have on a major set, but like really condensed. And obviously it's a lot of pressure, and they get like pretty high strung at the time. But you know, their work ethic and just the execution always like comes out, and it's because they do things they're so organized, and Hilly is so creative that it really comes together really nicely.
The first one was done here in Vegas.
Yeah,
right?
like in that room, like across that hallway.
That's where the magic happened.
Somewhere here. Yeah, it was like they set up a little thing. Creation was nice enough to set up a room for them, and we just like walked in there whenever we had a moment, and we filmed it, and there's just 3 of them in there. So
right.
it's just the girls and the camera person, and that was it. So they run a really tight ship, and they all have to do so many jobs to make up for, you know, the lacking of 50 people or the ability to pay that many. So they just do incredible work. So
Hey, what's going on with the new posters?
There's no faces.
oh,
Jared looks great.
whoa,
This is cool.
that's different. The official convention. Yeah.
I don't recognize any of the. Oh yeah, I do. I recognize that one.
Congratulations, Gail. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Represented. Huh?
It's been a while.
It has been a while,
Probably
buddy.
had that for a couple of years now.
Trust me. It's been a while.
How's this side?
Hey, how's this side? What's going on, guys?
Let's check in. Hi.
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 So, as actors, we kind of get asked to do a lot of crazy things, sometimes things we don't know how to do. So having said that, I wondered if you guys could give your best and worst accents.
All my accents are the worst. I know.
Oh, see, I can see.
What is your
Putting
best?
someone on the spot with accents is.
Like that's not a specialty of mine. What's the opposite of a specialty? I'm terrible at it. Okay. What's
I began to work very hard on my English accent, but my Scottish is not so good.
You say it's shite?
Okay, maybe I can do a Canadian French accent because I'm Canadian and you know we talk like the Quebecois, but
It's not so bad.
I don't know. I don't.
So what's your worst?
Probably my Chinese.
Your worst accent? Your Chinese.
I don't.
Your Chinese accent's your worst.
It's pretty bad.
Let's hear it.
I don't even have one. That's the thing. But I get asked to do it a lot.
You have to do it.
No, honestly. I feel like most Chinese accents that come from Chinese people are like the most racist because we don't.
But you're Chinese, so you can do this.
It's so different.
your chance.
No, I can't. Like I will do a disservice to my entire heritage.
How about your Texas accent?
That should bring it back a little bit. That makes it wrong. I mean, I'm not even.
What is happening? What's happening? He like.
Okay, all right, that's it.
He like got on his body.
Yeah, I probably gonna end up.
You're
singing.
feeling it. You're feeling it down there somewhere.
You know what? When I think of like a Southern accent, I think of Richard Speight for one.
Okay, that's a
and
good one.
his accent, like he goes into like hillbilly mode and he starts saying like really weird things. So that's where my mind goes.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
You look like, I thought you were like trying to channel more of like a Jensen thing there for a second.
Yeah. No, Jensen does like Irish really well.
Does he?
Yeah, he does a really good Irish accent. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever done it, but he's really good at it.
That's so good.
Yeah. You're gonna
I
ask
tell
me
you,
that-
I mean, I feel like for me, Irish and Scottish are the hardest. It's hardest for me to understand too. Just wait till Adam's out here.
All right, Gil, can you? Okay, one more. Can you do a Chinese accent?
Don't do it.
That's a trap.
You guys getting this?
It's a trap.
The worst meme ever.
That's terrible. Okay, all right. Thank you for the question.
Hello.
Hi, I was just wondering who your favorite Vancouver Canucks player is.
Oh,
Vancouver Canucks player. Oh, I love them all so much. It's hard to choose. Yeah.
I was a big Burroughs fan for a long time. I just love his story.
Oh, me too.
He's retired now, But my current favorite
That time
that time he slayed the
that
dragon.
was awesome.
Yeah.
When he stopped the puck and.
Now he's no.
That's not a good question for me. I'm not a hockey guy. I'm sorry. I think it's a cool sport, and I will say watching hockey live is way better than trying to watch it on TV. But I grew up in Southeast Texas. Okay.
So what are you into? Cheerleading?
Football.
Yeah.
And cheerleading.
I just saw Cheer. It's really good, actually.
What's Cheer?
It's a documentary on cheerleaders.
Oh, I think my wife just watched that.
It's really good.
Yeah, she was into it.
Yeah, I got really into it.
Yeah. So.
Football. Who's your favorite football player?
Favorite football player.
The quarterback?
I mean, my team is the Houston Texans. Yeah. They're really, it's just getting harder and harder.
Right now.
Right now. I don't know where we're going with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
While he thinks about it, it's really hard not to make Pedersen or Horvat my favorite, but I think JT Miller has really done it for our team
Definitely,
this year.
JT.
So, JT Miller. All right.
Deshaun Watson is probably my favorite football player. He's the Texans quarterback. He's got a pretty amazing story as well. You know, he was very underprivileged as a kid, lived in his car with his mom when he was a child, and now he's a star quarterback in the NFL, and he bought his mom a big, beautiful house. It's just the sweetest story.
Stories.
Yeah, football. Texas loves some football.
Yeah, Canada loves hockey. We have the CFL though, but it's not very widely regarded.
The Edmonton Oilers.
That is
a team, right?
That is a team. That is a team. Look at that. He knows.
There was a guy from my hometown that went to my high school that played quarterback for the Edmonton Oilers. That's the only reason I know about that team.
No.
Why? Why are you saying no?
That's a hockey team. So.
Edmonton Eskimos.
Okay, that sounds about right.
No, wait. What's the Edmonton football team?
I don't know. I don't watch football.
It is Okay, sorry, Eskimos.
All right, there you go.
I got confused because when I was a kid, there was the Houston Oilers.
That's right.
Edmonton Eskimos.
Right, but the Edmonton Oilers are a bigger team than the football team. Canada.
True.
Yeah.
Eskimos is also a really weird mascot for a football team. I don't know, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello. So my question was, what would a spin-off look like starring Kevin Tran and Henry Winchester?
Okay, that was your question. What's your real question now?
That is the question.
Okay, all right, that is the question.
Man.
Remember when we did this first panel?
A long time
and we're
ago.
like, wait, what's your character? What's my character?
You said my character was mildly racist.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
Or maybe I said it.
You probably said that, because I don't.
That doesn't sound like something I would say. Just because Henry's kind of from a different era. That's all I was saying.
So it would be like Rush Hour.
A little bit. Exactly. Be like a different take on that. Two characters that should never have anything to do with each other.
Yeah.
End up together in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Going to bed before 9:30.
You're up till 11 tonight, guys.
What would we do in Vegas? What would Kevin get up to in Vegas?
Yeah, he'd FaceTime his girlfriend and...
No, stop.
Okay, what would Kevin get? I don't know, probably go to a conference, probably he'd be interested in NAB show.
So
National...
What is it? Card counting. Would you count cards?
Yeah. You know what? Kevin would count cards. It's a good way.
Okay. So Kevin seems like he'd be good at cards.
Yeah.
He's Asian.
What would Henry be good at? So Henry, this guy.
That was me as Henry. You're welcome. Good at math and all that. What is it? It's true. Really smart.
Do you know why?
You play the violin or something, don't you?
Cello. They're not the same instrument.
I know that. I know they're not the same instrument. I love them both.
Do you know why Asians are actually better at math?
Why?
It's because of the language. Because if the way English has has like math written out, like fractions, it doesn't really make sense.
Right.
But when we say fractions in Chinese, it's like 20 out of 100. That's how we say, 20%. So like everything is very literal, and actually in our language, 7 messes up for English people. Like you can only remember so many characters, and because 7 takes so long and a lot of numbers take that much longer, I think on average Chinese students can remember like 4 extra like numbers. So if we can memorize like 9 numbers, they can memorize 13 numbers just because it's shorter in our head to think about. So
See?
So it's like
That's what I was saying, guys.
It's an actual advantage.
It's basically what I just said.
That's what Henry meant.
Yeah. I feel like Henry would take you out to like a nice prime rib buffet, and then we go take in a show. We go see Sinatra at the Sands.
And I'd remind you that he was.
And then, yeah, we get there.
He's not.
And I'm like, no.
We're like 50 years late.
And I throw a huge fit, and I punch the bouncer, and am immediately removed from the restaurant.
Right. Yeah.
It's too bad they don't like. I mean, I know there's a lot of music going on here now, but like, I love all those old singers. I think that's like part of Henry that's in me is like, I don't know.
Henry would be very upset in Vegas.
Oh, Henry would not be happy here right now. Yeah, he's like, Calvin Harris. Who?
How would?
I can't wait to go see this Calvin Harris guy.
How would Henry react to like Blue Man Group?
Oh my god. Oh man. He'd like the color, the suit, the blue suit. But like, no, he wouldn't get it. I don't think he'd understand. He'd probably think that they're like aliens or something. Have you ever seen a Blue Man show?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fun.
I've never done that.
It's really fun. It's like.
Do they ever bring people on stage?
Yeah.
Does anybody else get like blued out? Do they spray them with blue or?
No.
Do you have the option to?
I mean, you could do it yourself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You could blue yourself.
I met an actor the other day in LA. Seems just like us. There's like a normal-ish kind of, LA actor, and then found out that he's also in the Blue Man Group. And I'm like, how does that happen? Like,
what?
Yeah, that's like his sidekick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's being in the Blue Man Group.
Dang.
I mean, that thing's been around for like 20 years, at least.
It's different people every time.
Every show?
And there's no way of knowing.
That's right.
It's actually brilliant.
There's one way of knowing.
Why do you have to go there? All right. That's kind of what the show would be like, I think.
Man, we're in Vegas, guys. Come on.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Were we still on a question?
Yeah, but no, I think
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We answered the question.
Hey.
It happened. Heather.
Hi. So my question for both of you is, what is the most interesting thing you've had to learn to do for a role?
Oh. Did you hear that? Yeah. Have you had to learn anything interesting? For me, Chinese accent, I still don't have it. I've had numerous times. Actually, no, it was Tibetan, actually. I learned Tibetan for a movie I did called 2012. It was a big disaster movie. And I thought I did a great job. I thought I did a really good job. And then I met, not the Dalai Lama, but another sect. Like, he was a Rinpoche. And he saw me, and he started laughing. and he's like, I've never had so much fun watching a movie. Your Tibetan was so bad. and he was really nice about it. So
sounds like it.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's one of the fun things about being an actor. Is you sometimes get to take on new challenges. I really was working on my English accent. It's like a lot because I was auditioning for the Harry Potter play. And
really?
Yeah, it didn't. I went really far, you guys, and then it didn't happen. But I worked really hard.
Which character?
I worked for Harry and Draco.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're older.
But yeah, it's like the older version. So anyway, I worked really, really hard, and I was really proud of what I did in the end. So that was fun. I mean, the other day I went in on a commercial for cotton, and I had to learn. This is like a little silly thing, but I had to learn the song.
Cotton on?
The cotton song.
What's cotton? Like the material?
Yeah. The touch, the feel.
The touch, the feel of cotton.
Wait, what is cotton?
Fabric of our life.
Like for the material?
You never. Oh, you're from Canada. The cotton. Cotton.
Like, yeah, the material.
Yes, cotton.
They do commercials for cotton, the material?
Of course they do.
Like 1990.
Forever. So they wanted me to come in and play the song and sing it. And I was like, oh my God. So I went to, of course, you can get anything off YouTube. And so I found the chords and I learned it quickly. And I went over there and like, it was really fun. Just like a little thing, but yeah, it's cotton. Cotton.
Cotton has a jingle?
Cotton. You've never heard the cotton jingle?
I don't have TV.
Aaron Neville did the cotton jingle a long time ago, didn't he? The touch, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our life. I think Zoe Deschanel did one. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but it'd be cool as hell if I did.
Yeah, okay.
Cotton, baby.
Wow. The material.
The material.
That boggles my mind.
You've never seen a cotton commercial?
No, I don't watch commercials for material. What else do they do? Like, does Steel have one?
I'm sure Steel does.
What would the jingle be for Steel?
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. The material for our lives?
Touch the feel of steel. So fucking cold.
How about wood?
Your turn. Take it away, Osric.
You're definitely the singer. All right.
I mean, that's a pretty famous jingle. It's like one of the most famous jingles of all time. But
wow.
you are from Canada, so
all right. We don't advertise materials.
You don't have a lot of cotton up there.
All right.
It's a lot of rayon. Hey.
Hi. Sorry, that was funny. First of all,
Stop laughing. Get it together. Come on. I'm joking.
First of all, I really love you guys. And my question is, during your scenes like you with Abaddon or Osric with the angel that was possessing Sam, how hard is it to get into character, like get serious and act all sad and like act dying when it's not like you can't really physically see it, all the stuff that they edit in? Like, what's your process getting into that mindset?
Oh, acting question.
Yeah, so wow. So there's a lot to unpack there. So dying, but also when you're dealing with stuff that's not there.
So like when Osric died from the angel,
And I died.
or you getting stabbed, not actually getting stabbed, or not your eyes not actually glowing and burning out.
I tried to make mine, but
Not like actually being there, you like physically seeing it. How hard is it to act like something's happening when it's not? Like,
I mean, it's a challenge, obviously, yeah. I mean, but that's also like I think one of the fun things about acting and like just being able to use your imagination is fun, right? So it's like being a kid and like using your imagination.
I think the harder thing on this set in particular is having Jared and Jensen. Because they try to get at you at every angle. But usually, like, the sets are there, you're in costume, you're in makeup, like, everything's actually kind of there. So you don't really have to play pretend as much. And when you're rolling, like, I don't know, it's really easy to really be in that moment. And when I died, I'm completely blind, no one's talking, it's like, you're already there, right? To some degree, if you kind of shift your mindset, like, you don't even have to pretend. Like, it feels like it's happening when you're in that moment.
Dying? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh no, you lost me there. I just went somewhere else for a second.
What were you thinking about?
I don't know. I was thinking about my death scene.
Cotton? Okay.
I was thinking about cotton,
Were you
man.
thinking about cotton, that cotton commercial?
My death scene I remember being a little challenging. It was late in the day. It was late in the week. It might have been the last scene I shot in that first episode. And I knew that it was important. I'd never died on camera before. So, there was a lot going through my head. And you definitely just don't want to, like, try too hard at anything, which I think is kind of what you were getting at. But yeah, and dying with Jared holding you and looking at Jensen is, I mean...
that came off really weird.
Did it?
Yeah.
Really?
A little bit.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird?
I'll give it a 7.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. In the moment, though, it was weird. Of course, because and they're both very professional, and in that moment, I want to say they weren't really messing with me too much, but still, it's like Jared's holding me, and I don't know what's going on back there, but. Yes, it's a lot of fun. It's challenging. You get to use your imagination, but it is one of I think a challenging thing for actors.
I think it's harder in the audition room where it's just a blank room usually, and there's a bunch of people, and then you have to create everything. But on set, and on those really highly emotional scenes, even Jared won't really, everyone knows that moment, and sometimes it takes a lot to get there. So I think everyone's really cognizant of that. So in my death scene, it was almost a quiet set. And usually it's a very loud and boisterous joking around set. And so being completely blind with the prosthetics, the only thing I heard that entire death scene, I didn't even hear action, I didn't hear cut. All I heard was Jensen saying Kevin, those last words. So it's really easy just to be in that moment. I mean, I'm dead, so I just gotta not move, so. I guess there really isn't anything I had to do but not do anything.
I think I just thought of another. My first day on set, we were shooting a scene in the motel room, and I have handcuffs on, if I'm not mistaken. You guys will correct me if I am. And we were shooting that scene, and Henry miraculously gets out of the handcuffs, right, and makes his way out.
Like that.
And I tried to. That's how I did it. I was like,
he's out.
They're like, cut. Director came in, go. Yeah, but I tried to, I was so into it, in the moment, in the scene, and I actually cut my wrist on the handcuffs.
Oh.
And Jensen was like, hey. It's we're gonna cut, man. You don't need to, we're gonna fake this part. All right? You don't really need to get out of the handcuff. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. But sometimes when you're new on a show, it's your first day, your adrenaline's pumping, you want to make sure that you're really bringing it. And sometimes you can hurt yourself.
It drew blood?
I've gotten injured on sets before.
Did you drew blood? It was
I didn't have to go to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
But thank God. I did have to go to the hospital once on a show. It was not a good day.
What happened?
Oh, man.
Tell us.
I don't think I've ever told this story.
Tell us the story.
Yeah. So I was working on a show called Night Stalker.
Oh, whoa.
It was like a remake of the old Night Stalker. And do you guys remember the series? It didn't last very long. Gabrielle Union, Stuart Townsend. And I had an episode, I can't remember the name of it. Some of you may have seen it, I don't know. But, so in the scene, my father, I'm having this vision of my father coming back, and he was abusive, and he comes back and he's chasing me through the house, and he's got an axe. And I'm trying to get away from him, and I'm fighting with him, and I'm wrestling with the axe. Excuse me. He throws me back, and I fly across the room into a dresser, an armoire. It was probably a little bit higher than this thing, but about this size. And so the stunt coordinator comes in. He's like, all right, so this is what we're doing. He's gonna wrestle you back, and then he's gonna throw you back, and you're gonna crash into this thing, and it's all breakaway glass and fake wood, and it's just gonna explode, right? It's gonna be really cool. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm down to do it. I was like, my only concern is in the moment, I can't see where I'm going. And he's like, oh, you're gonna be fine. Just get your butt down. Get your butt down. Just get in there. I don't know why I gave him a southern accent, but get your butt down, boy. Just get in there and get low. Get low. And I was like, okay. And so I was a young actor at the time, younger than I am now, and he was just like, just don't hit the top part. He's like, this part right here is the only hard piece on the whole thing. So get low, crash through here, you'll be fine. I'm like, all right, let's go. Action. Wrestle, throws me back. Boom, hit my head on the hard piece. Then crash through the entire thing. It explodes. It makes the loudest noise. And I knew I was in trouble. I hit it hard. And the set went quiet. Director runs in, AD runs in, and I'm like, I'm fine. I get up, I put my hand on the back of my head. I think I'm wearing a white shirt, and I just looked down. I was like, drip, 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 and then just blood, just because head wounds like bleed like crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so they immediately wrapped it up and put me in a transpo van and went and got like 8 stitches in the back of my head, and they were super nice to me after that. I got everything I wanted. Yeah, it was embarrassing, but also it was a lesson learned for me. Like, if you're uncomfortable doing something,
yeah, you gotta
stand up for yourself, especially if you're like a young actor, Like, it's easy for people to talk you into things, but there's no reason that I should have been doing that in the first place, especially if I was uncomfortable. But anyway, since then I've done all my own stunts. I'm like Tom Cruise. So far, no other incidents. You've never gotten injured on set?
I've never gotten injured.
That's surprising.
I came from a stunts background, though, right?
Well, I get that, but you've also you've done a lot more physical stuff.
Yeah,
than I
but for
have.
stunts, like, your number one priority is safety.
Sure.
Right, and so you don't, you train at this level so you can perform at this level, right? So there's nothing that you ever perform on the day that's here, right? So you shouldn't need to, but.
It happens.
But you're here, so good job.
I mean, the cool thing was they got a really good take out of it.
They use it in the end?
Oh, they got one take. That was it, and they used it. And there's real blood in the shot, too. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, what side are we on? Here?
Yeah. Thank you.
Here? Gentlemen?
This side, yeah.
How are you, sir?
Hey.
I'm good. Hey, guys, I'm Mike. Thank you for being here and being wildly entertaining.
Well, thanks for having us.
Osric, last time I saw you was Montreal, and you were debuting a fan-made Akira trailer. And how excited are you now that it looks like it's moving forward with Taika Waititi, and it won't be a sanitized version? And since then, have you or anyone in the project been contacted about the project?
I got news for you. It's not going through with Taika. So a couple of months back, they were going into the casting process, and I don't know how much of this I should share, but I heard that there were creative differences, and Taika ended up going to Thor 4 instead. So it was, I think it had the closest chance of happening of all Akira is an anime that came out in 1988. It broke every record for theaters for anime. It's an amazing thing, and even if you haven't seen it or heard of it, it's very likely that you've seen some iteration of it because it's been parodied and homaged to death because it was so revolutionary at the time. And it's still by far one of the most revolutionary animes of our time. So they've tried to do this 4 different times now. Warner Brother has had the rights to it forever. They just almost got it done with Taika Waititi this time, who was the director of Thor Ragnarok, Jojo Rabbit. And I heard that what he was trying to do with it, because you can't really do a standard film with Akira, he was trying to do something, studio was looking at this, and then it just kind of fell through, and he went on to Thor 4. Would have been really excited to see it. I don't know where it's going to go next, but hopefully the 5th time around, it might work out. Yeah, thank you. Did you ever watch Akira?
I have no idea what you were just talking about.
My goodness, Gil.
Shakira?
Akira.
I love Shakira.
Akira? I mean, Shakira's great.
Super Bowl halftime show was fantastic.
Back to football, all right.
Hey.
This is for Gil. Obviously,
Sit down.
you have a magical singing voice, and I haven't looked too far in the schedule. I just want to make sure you're going to sing for us tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? What's tomorrow night? Karaoke?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Oh, what song are you going to do?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't really prepare anymore.
You don't really prepare, yeah.
I just phone it in. No, karaoke. Well, look, I don't phone it in, but when, in the beginning of these things, I would definitely be stressing over what am I going to sing in karaoke?
You guys pick, and then we'll just jump in, right?
Yeah, everybody's going to sing though. You guys are going to sing. You're all going to be here.
Everyone sings.
And then the Saturday night show. You going to be here Saturday?
No, I got to leave.
Leaving?
Yeah, I have work to do this weekend. That's what you got to do. You got to work.
Hey, man.
You gotta do the thing.
Gotta work, you gotta work, you know?
Yeah.
No more see you again, I guess.
No more see you. Oh, don't make me sad, Gil.
That was fun. That was fun. Did that a couple times.
Yeah. Gil.
We've had some good times, Oz. Yes, I will be singing and definitely Saturday night as well. If you guys, that's usually the thing that I look forward to the most is getting through the weekend and then, I mean like that. Why are you turn everything I say into something?
It's too easy. Stop making it so easy.
Just getting through the weekend, just so I can get to Saturday nights. That's all I live for. Hey guys.
Hi. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take one more because you guys are normally here a little bit early.
What?
Yeah? Okay, all right. We're going to take one more question, right?
Are you wearing a watch? Are you timing this whole thing?
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently we're ahead of schedule, guys.
Okay, oh no, he's timing it.
No, I'm not. Dude, take your other question.
Oh, really?
We're out of time.
Well, usually you come in at the end, unless you're coming. I thought you come in, do you anticipate? Hi.
I wanted to let you know, Osric, it's Fruit of the Loom is the jingle.
Fruit of the Loom. That's an underwear brand. Thank you. Does it have a jingle?
Yeah, that's the cotton jingle.
Really?
No, it's not.
No. Fruit of the Loom is an actual brand. It's also not a material.
It's the cotton jingle. Osric had never heard the cotton jingle.
Have you heard the cotton jingle?
See?
It's a field of cotton, the fabric of our lives.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I think they'd sang it.
Who else is
Fruit of the Loom? Fruit of the Loom has its own thing.
Wait, you know what Fruit of the Loom is, right?
Of course I do.
It's my underwear brand from like 20 years.
You still rocking Fruit of the Loom?
No, once my mom stopped buying me underwear.
Stopped rocking Fruit of the Loom.
I didn't know where she got it from. I probably still would. I love Fruit of the Loom.
You just love the fruits.
I do. I enjoy fruits.
The fruits are fun.
The fruits are really fun.
The grape guy and the...
Yep, the grape. I mean, the grapes always stood out to me. They don't even need a jingle.
Yeah.
If you got offered one of the fruits in a Fruit of the Loom commercial, would you do it? Honestly.
First of all, I want to say, I know the strawberry. I know...
Whoa.
You know the strawberry?
Yeah. Second of all...
Wow. Can I get a introduction there?
Yeah, I can get you a signed headshot or...
Wow.
Second of all, I don't know. I don't know.
It'd be tough, right?
I don't know how you can do it.
Yeah, that's tough.
What if they're like, this thing is gonna run for 5 years?
Yeah. Maybe. The money would be good.
Yeah.
Money's good on those commercials.
Yeah.
I mean, they just see this part of you, right?
What's your favorite jingle?
That's tough. I don't know.
I love jingles. Jingles are hilarious.
Do you have a favorite jingle?
No, I remember certain things like...
By Manon. That's one.
Yeah.
All right. Gil has one.
There was one when I was a kid that went, if you like lemon dessert bars. And it always made me laugh. And there's a guy in the booth going like, if you like lemon dessert bars. You good? You got that?
Yeah.
That made me laugh. But yeah, I don't know. I like...
well, think on it. Think on it. We got all weekend to bring out some jingles.
All right, hashtag JingleCon. Guys, did you have fun?
Yes.
Good.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah. The magic duo that is Osric Chau and Gil McKinney. What was it?
Look how young we are.
Is that your Harry Potter headshot?
This is what we look like before doing conventions.
You do look
Get
really
before
British.
and after.
That's hilarious.
That's a good song. You want to try that again?
We
took it down.
Really fun a band note. We were gonna play Father Figure, a song that we sometimes play Gil off with, and he sings and everything. But Norton, we didn't tell Norton, so Norton was still playing Blink 182 just now. It kind of worked. So he was playing, but he was playing I Will Be Your Father Figure. So it came out. So do what you just did. I have had enough of college. I will be your preacher, teacher. Anything you had in mind. I will be your father figure. I have had enough. love you till the end of time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a mashup. Well, okay, I think that's the end of the on-stage stuff tonight, but you guys are going to watch Scooby Natural tonight. There's also a man's cave, I believe, happening. We're going to bid you adieu. That's French for goodbye, but I think it is. But we're going to be back in the morning, bright and early, doing the same thing with whole new guests. We're doing a private Loud and Swing concert tomorrow. It goes on and on. There's then more guests Saturday, concert Saturday night, Sonny, Jensen, and Jared. It's going to keep going and going and going. So